This one's wife. Under the radar, but still reported. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. People.com, ostensibly an organ that is a supine publication that pumps out many of the PR puff pieces, has been engaged to do so on behalf of the Sussexes, telling us, with the headline, "This one's wife and Prince Harry make under-the-radar visit to Camp Pendleton in San Diego." Yes, it's so under the radar that it ends up being reported by People. The subheading is, "The Duke of Sussex spent 10 years in the British Army." What about the Duchess of Sussex? Has she spent any time in the forces? No, she hasn't. So why was she there? Well, just because you've not served doesn't mean that you can't express your views and opinions and thanks towards people who have. That's fair enough. But we all know that as a narcissist, she doesn't care about these individuals. Her narcissism causes her to believe that she does, but it's all part of the facade management. She simply turns up in order to make her look good. Harry's the one that served and actually may have something meaningful to share with the people that are there. But this one's wife, the fact that she's not been in the services, that's not going to stop her offering her opinions and bleating on, no doubt coming out with her usual meaningless beige word salads as people sit around the table smiling politely and probably wondering, why are you here? Although he's a dimwit, at least Harry will be able to offer some observations based upon personal experience and offer some questions and observations based upon his interactions and time spent in the British Army. This one's wife, of course, it's never going to hold her back, the fact that she has no expertise or experience in this regard, because she is an expert in everything. Her narcissism tells her as such. But contrast the way that she behaves with that of the Princess of Wales, who yesterday visited the first of the Queen's Dragoon Guards. Now, it used to be the case that a dragoon was somebody that could ride into battle and then jump off a horse and enter into hand-to-hand combat. Of course, battles aren't fought that way any longer. But with the Princess of Wales, she visited because she'd been appointed as the new Colonel-in-Chief, and therefore there was a legitimacy to her visit, as she turned up in camos. The visit to Robertson Barracks, Swanton Morley, was Her Royal Highness's first trip to the regiment since receiving the honorary title from His Majesty the King in August this year. During her visit, the Princess of Wales was invited to get behind the wheel of a Jackal reconnaissance vehicle and take it for a short drive on the training area, which she did. Queen's Dragoon Guards soldiers patrol for hundreds of kilometres across enemy terrain in these high-mobility weapons platforms before dismounting and conducting reconnaissance on foot. So there's the Dragoon element in a more mechanised method as opposed to getting off a horse. It is the regiment's primary vehicle and is ideal for its reconnaissance role due to its speed, endurance and manoeuvrability. Corporal Takana, who accompanied the Princess of Wales in the Jackal, said, "It's been a special day and a real honour to meet Her Royal Highness. It's the first time I've met a member of the royal family and it's been a memorable experience." The Princess was also shown the reconnaissance drones used by the regiment to provide intelligence from deep into enemy territory. The new colonel went on to meet soldiers, their partners and children before presenting 6 long service and good conduct medals. The medal is awarded to soldiers who have 15 years exemplary service. Among those receiving the LSGC was W02 Davies. He said it was a true honour and privilege to receive the medal from Her Royal Highness. During her visit, the Princess received a brief on the regiment's forthcoming training and operational commitments from the commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel Chris Kierstead. He said, "We are honoured to welcome Her Royal Highness to the regimental family. Her visit to the regiment has been a great honour for all those involved." In the past 3 years, the regiment, known as the Welsh Cavalry, has completed 2 six-month UN peacekeeping tours to Mali and West Africa. It currently has B Squadron deployed in the United States on exercise Diamond Back, and A Squadron is deployed in Poland on Op Cabrit. The day ended with a special promotion that saw Her Royal Highness present regimental mascot Lance Corporal Emrys Fallen Jones with his corporal stripes. This was in recognition of the Welsh Mountain Ponies' performance on parade at numerous events across the UK. The 1st Queen's Dragoon Guards recruits mainly from the Midlands, Wales and its border counties of Shropshire, Herefordshire and Cheshire. That came from the British Army's own website. Not a puff piece, but a simply recording of what went on, and once again demonstrates the Princess of Wales committing her acts of service and doing so in a dutiful fashion. She does so because she has emotional empathy and she cares. But let's go back to the supposedly under-the-radar visit which is still reported on. This one's wife and Prince Harry are preparing for Veterans' Day. On Wednesday, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's organisation Archewell shared news that the two spent the morning with veteran and active duty service members and their loved ones at Camp Pendleton in San Diego, California. During their visit to San Diego, this one's wife, 42, and Harry, 39, stopped by Operation Biggs, a first-of-its-kind mentoring program dedicated to children of military families, including active duty, veteran, and Gold Star families. Now, notice the difference that the attendance from the Princess of Wales was reported on in a factual manner by the British Army's own website, whereas this one's wife's Archewell site has to trumpet the visit, which is proclaimed as being under the radar, but it's not. This one's wife visits because there's an opportunity for her to draw fuel from people and to manage that facade, and she needs people to know about it. The article continues by explaining, those who attended ahead of Veterans' Day, which falls on Saturday, discussed how the mentorship offered through Operation Biggs has supported their goals and ambitions, as well as the communities. According to the Archewell website, the program was founded in 2004, and it helps to connect young people and families to mentors who can relate to the shared experiences and challenges faced by having a parent or parents in the military when they're on deployment and after they have returned. Since its launch, Operation Biggs has helped more than 3,000 children of Navy and Marine Corps members and has expanded to over 30 affiliates throughout the nation. The Duke of Sussex's military ties go back decades. The same year that Operation Biggs was founded, Prince Harry passed his regular commissions board, the qualification necessary to train at Sandhurst, the royal family's website states. His time in the army lasted for 10 years, during which he became captain and completed 2 tours of Afghanistan. Prince Harry is very proud to serve his country on operations alongside his fellow soldiers and to do the job he's been trained for, Clarence House told in February 2008. In December 2022, Netflix released their 6-part docuseries titled Harry and This One's Wife, bringing up the past. In it, viewers were able to peek inside their early days as a couple and learn about the backlash they faced once the public found out about their relationship, among other interesting angles. In the couple's 2022 Netflix docuseries, Harry opened up about his life in the military, saying that decade gave me the lived experience that other members of my family wouldn't have had. 2 tours of Afghanistan, flying Apache helicopters on a military base, meaning that you grow up pretty fast. Geez, I went to war twice, he added in episode 3. In the same episode, he and this one's wife visited McGuire Air Force Base in New Jersey in honour of Veterans' Day 2021, bringing up the past. I'm watching my husband over there. You see how much joy it brings him to be back on a base, and he immediately goes back into military banter, this one's wife said. Now, notice that this is a supposedly under-the-radar visit which gets reported on, and then the PR puff piece spends most of its time talking about their programme and an event in the past. Certainly photographs exist from this under-the-radar visit, which demonstrate it's not that under the radar if they're having photographs taken which are then publicised. And it shows, once again, that this isn't about the people that are being visited. It isn't about the veterans. It's all about this one's wife and ensuring that she's seen being the pseudo-philanthropist and fraudulent charitable activist that she portrays herself to be. You all know the reason that she does that is because it enables her to control people through this facade of being a kind and caring person, that she receives fuel from people's responses to it and the residual benefit of that facade. Others may be taken in, thinking that she truly does care. But the nature of the reportage and the fact of her narcissism paints a different picture entirely. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.